guys, we're back with part 21 of our Horizon Zero Dawn Let's Play. And last time we went and got our... Oh, wrong button. We went and got our upgrade for our spear here. So now we're gonna go warn Avad of the Eclipse invasion that is imminent on the palace.
I wonder if this is gonna be the last episode.
I don't think it'll be the last.
It all depends how...
I'd be surprised
how
if it was the
long,
last.
how long I risk. Nah, I want to say dragged out, but like how long the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess how long it plays out for. Because the last episode we actually covered a lot more than I thought we were. I thought that was what we did. That one was gonna be a couple episodes worth of stuff, and that kind of just gave it to you. Like, yep, this is kind of what went down. Like, oh, okay, there it is.
Oh, that's the watch.
It's weird now. We know everything that happened.
I know.
Like mystery solved. So now you're playing this game knowing everything. Where before it was always like, well, what's the ultimate? Like, what happened? Now we.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like we know everything. Hey guys.
There are no shadows on the
Where are you, Avad? Hey, buddy. Just chilling up here.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. The Eclipse will attack soon, from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them. God, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
Being kind of a
I'm
bummer
trying to
here.
understand,
I was having a good morning.
My responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy,
Let's get going.
allow me to apologize for my behavior before.
My dick was thinking for me.
After everything
It
that
happens,
happened,
bro.
It does.
Ursa, I
She's like,
was
"We're cool."
confused.
I know. She's like, yeah.
If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it.
Got a hand job? What?
As
Nothing.
long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's
I
behind
say,
us.
she's like, he ain't
No.
my king, so.
It will take time to prepare our defenses.
I'm like, dude, we're about to die by a
Tell
bunch of
me what
fucking
you
machine
know
by a
about
machine of
Eclipse.
pocket. I'll give you a fucking blowjob,
I know,
okay?
right?
Just
I don't know about
just
everything.
saddle up,
I'll tell you what I
okay?
can.
But you're gonna sit there while I do all the work in the meantime, right?
Have you
Too bad.
spoken to Blameless Marad?
Have you?
Not yet,
We
but
were
I
just
will.
standing
He
here.
wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Okay. I hope he doesn't want a hand job.
That's the rest of the game. Just gotta go around, give everyone a handies, you know. Just get everyone to do. It's like Jesus Christ, people are all gonna
job to do.
die. Like I swear to God, you guys can run a train on me when this is done. Just
Panic.
mount up.
Create another.
Jesus.
And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Hey, buddy.
Ah, Aloy.
You got something right there.
Preparations are
I
on the
know,
way
right?
on the rigid defenses of that Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came from Meridian.
That was pretty fast.
Others.
He looks a little bit like Shepard from Firefly.
Many came for you.
I see it.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us.
Oh, the irony.
You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Oh, I will.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora
Yes, that's
have
what we'll
also
call it.
arrived at
I know,
Spire.
right?
They have resisted
They're
the
very
offer of a
lonely up there.
loyal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
At first, I thought he was gonna say perhaps you could party with him. I was like, what?
I suppose I'll let
Just
you know
everyone
first.
want me to give them hand jobs.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west.
Seriously, what is that on his forehead? It
If
just
there's more you
It's
need
a
to do
little head
elsewhere,
plate.
seize this time
Maybe
to
he's
do
got like an ugly zit there he's trying to cover,
Otherwise, I've
okay?
made the
We've all had that
appointment
happen.
unless he's like a blind Tien Shinhan, like there's no reason for that there. It serves even like
You know what? It's ornament. The only thing is it looks a little low. It's a little weirdly low.
but even what's the term aesthetically, it looks bad. Like it doesn't. It just looks like some weird shit on his head.
It's
like
just low. If it was higher on his head, it'd look
But
a little
what is
better.
it's?
It's decoration, okay? He's
It doesn't
confused.
look good. It doesn't even match his. I don't know. It shouldn't bother me as much as this. They're like, dude, there's just that.
Oh yeah, I
Take-
forgot.
Take off that.
Those data points we collected that were corrupted that had to be put back together. 2 of them were. One of them just finished. I know one when we ended last time did. So
Yeah. Well. So.
yeah, I think this. Yeah, it's Sobex. Elizabeth. I won't like read it out loud, but I'll just kind of go slow so you guys can pause and read if you want to. And this one.
In this one. It'd be great if somehow you could use. Oh, I guess they can't.
Wow.
I was saying if you could, like, you know, turn all the other machines, like the animal machines, against like the fight the other, but I forget they come in contact with those other ones.
Yeah,
They
the
get,
corruptors.
so it's kind of like shit. You know, you can't. I'm wondering if the game is going to kind of end where you're able to kind of like rewrite the code or whatever that makes the corruption, you know, whatever hack it is.
Yeah.
Because then they have no effect in their machines, and you know they're not the biggest things there. You know, you kind of if you get rid of their ability to hack other machines, well then shit, you know.
Yeah.
You turn the thunder jaws and all the other big things loose on them, and that would kind of be it. You know what I mean? I wonder that'd be a cool ending, just to see like the other machines, you know, just tearing them apart.
Yeah. Let's go visit these 2 optional things before we rest before the attack. Bro it up with Erend a little bit.
Go party.
I know. I seriously thought he said
Well,
party.
time to go boost morale around the soldiers. The things I do to save the world. Twice.
I know, right?
First lifetime I had to die. Second one I had to whore myself out. God damn it, this is the last time, guys. If the world ends a third time, you're on your own. Oh, that's it. That was the end boss fight. The end. Like, oh, this is a...
That was a lot easier than expected.
Oh, who knew? All I had to do was just knock down a
Polish that
robot
armor?
scarecrow and we're good to go.
I'll take some
Aloy.
shit. Oh.
Hey,
I
guy.
told you I'd be here.
Why are you here? What are
You
you
did,
gonna
Tab.
do? Make us some clothes?
Well, now that he's not banished for, you know, looking west or whatever anymore.
Probably come undone.
Don't look over there. Why? You'll be banished. All right.
I'll leave that to the
They're kind of like free to do whatever the hell they want now. It's like, well, I'm
I
just gonna
brought
go
supplies instead.
hang over with the civilized folks.
Honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners.
Cool.
Look for them
All
when
the
the
loot.
fighting starts.
Oh man, I wonder if this last fight is gonna be like a legit big battlefield, and you're gonna have to, you know, like go through
I
it.
remember reading that you do depend on who you befriend or you save
didn't need
throughout
to.
the game. They
I know
do
we
show up
can
at
do
the
this,
end
Tab.
for something, so I'm guessing this is it.
Because unless it's just gonna, I was like, is it gonna be just a single event where you do a few things and you watch a bunch of cutscenes, or is it
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be
not
like
sure.
a big stretch of gameplay where you're gonna have to make your way
Is another one
through?
fixed then? No, it's the same
It'd
one.
be interesting how they decide to kind of go with it.
Yeah, I'm curious to
One is more drawn out, obviously. So I guess it depends on how long they wanted to make it, basically.
I guess I have to go talk to this person.
Petra. Here she is, the guest of
Oh.
honor. I knew there was
She's
something
from a little
about
side
you.
quest where we
Hammered
Oh,
from
yeah.
the
a big
stuff
old
they make
cannon.
leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal.
Again,
guns have
I know
aged
I've said
well.
it. I'm pretty sure
That
I've
runs
said
in
it
the
before.
Oxford, no?
But like, I love
They were
like
the
her,
pride
she
of the
just looks like a
mainspring
real
forges.
person. You know what I mean? Like,
So I've taken
I love the
greater pride in
diversity of the
improving them.
faces they have in this game. It's so good.
Well, again, when you look at like
Can I try
in-game cutscenes now, like you look at like this, you look at stuff like The
Have at
Witcher
it, then.
3, you know, like all the
The
promotional
target
like
should put up a
videos they
little
did
less
for it.
of
It's
a
almost to the
fight
point
than
now.
those bandit raiders
Yes, it's
would.
one step removed from realism, but as long as everyone in there is CGI,
Here's their canon.
it blends in that way. You know, what I mean? Or kind of like when we watched Kingsglaive, what was it, the 15 prequel they did, that movie.
Yeah.
If you were to drop a real person in there, yeah, it would look suddenly really CGI. But because everyone matches, your mind forgets. You know what I mean? So I'm almost like, I mean, there is that Witcher Netflix series doing one if they're going to be like that. But you know what I mean? Where it's like, just do it like that. It's basically just as good as, you know, live action, and because it all blends together, it might as well be live action, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's cheaper than doing, like, CGI for a live action movie, so I'm just kind of like, you can now do these big, like, if they would have done Game of Thrones, for instance, the series, like that, like, I mean, I never read the books, I read a little bit of the first one.
Okay, does this just keep showing me the same? Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
continuously showing me the same one over again.
Well, you told me in the series, they had to water down or cut out certain things from the books just for budget reasons, right?
Oh yeah, like that.
I know that big battle of Blackwater or whatever it was.
Yeah.
In the book, they were like
They
what, jumping
completely
from
changed
ship, jumping on horseback from
that,
boat to
and
boat.
there was a giant chain that they trapped all the boats in and stuff.
But if they used like the cutscene style graphics to make the whole show like that, they would have been able to do all of it. You know what I mean? So I'm just kind of saying, I think this is maybe now the new.
I gotta climb my ass all the way up there.
The new way of doing kind of quote unquote live action stuff.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna have like a $200 million budget to do it on the big screen. Just do it this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's close enough where it, I don't know, like, I know some people have talked online, like, oh, they should do Horizon Zero Dawn. Well, they would do, like, as a series of movies. I'm like, even though this game feels like game feels pretty cinematic to me. Like, what more do you want?
I guess if anything, it's for people that don't play games.
I guess so. People like me who just watch you and comment. But, basically kind of do it like that, where it plays out like a series, like a season-long, you know what I mean? But you animate it using those graphics, and there you go.
I don't think I've actually gone up here yet, now that I think about it. To the top, near the spire?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that thing over there the spire that, Oh, no, it was the other thing we saw over there.
Can't see it with this camera angle, but... Yeah, for whatever reason, I just didn't make it up here yet.
Well, story-wise, there was never a reason for you, right?
Well, I know, but I was kind of exploring everything, so...
Well, there's a lot of little paths, though, so sometimes it might be one of those things where you looked out the path and like, oh, I think I've been up that way, and you haven't.
Hey! Talana.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where
Everyone's
else would
here.
it be?
Defending
She
Miriam
basically said the
and
same thing.
I leave that to the rest of the lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone.
Her chin strap
Not
looks so
again.
uncomfortable.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all
It's
of us.
interesting. Most of these people you come across
can't
are
ask me
women,
to
though.
stand
You
by
notice
a
that?
wall.
Like, most of the main
Nobody
warriors
has
you're
the
meeting in this
power
game
to
are all
choose.
female. I mean, there's a few guys,
I
like,
won't ask you.
there was the one from the Nora tribe,
I will
whose
fight
son
by
was
your
her.
side.
And a lot of these
My only request-
women, these warriors, are all women.
Well, again,
the
think
biggest
about it.
machine for
A lot
me.
of them... Well, at least in the Nora,
promises.
especially, it's...
Women, well, it's matriarchal society.
yeah.
But even in these other places, there's a lot of women in,
Yeah.
I noticed that, too. I'm like, wow, yeah, there's a... The irony is, the only place where you usually see where it's really male-dominated are, like, the bad guys.
Yeah.
This is a man-hating game. No, and it's cool, though, because, again, I've always...
It's nice.
Hey, I grew up with, like, the Ellen Ripleys and the Sarah Connors, so for me, I'm
Right.
like...
Yeah, I never came up here. I don't know why.
I think it's also because it's kind of silhouetted most of the time, so it doesn't necessarily jump out. Now that you get close to it...
Yeah, I thought it was stone, but...
Yeah, because, again, now that you're close, you can see it's tech.
Yeah.
But before, I looked like just some kind of rocky thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was like a giant rock formation
Yeah, it didn't
that they made.
jump out at you as, like, oh, it's a it's an ancient thing. No, I just thought it was something they etched out of the whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they etched out of the whatever.
Yep.
So who are these guys? They call themselves the Eclipse. What does that even mean?
Lame.
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Oh, get it?
I love that their crew. They're all just like these
Talking
they're so
shit.
Brilla.
So here we are again, gearing up for a
But look
fight.
at their style. They're all just armored up and all like.
Bad guys have a lot more firepower.
That's funny. Not impressed.
Best guys are dressed up like birds.
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
Like my dick. What?
It sounds like our
that's
kind of
bad,
Use a hand with that.
Where do they
She's
put
like,
the van?
damn it, not you two!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right. You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard.
That's
We're here
that's
from
some
Meridian.
intense pillow talk there, man.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron.
All
Ursa would be proud.
5 of us.
Only if we
There's
win.
4?
Oh. No. Oh, yeah.
I mean 5 if you include her.
Yeah, so. Bless you.
Thank
you. Bless you.
Sorry. I hope that wasn't too loud, guys. Sorry. Okay, where are we going? I think there's 2 people over, like 3 people over here.
Oh, good. 3 more people to this grand army. Fantastic.
Oh, hey guys.
Greetings, Aloy.
So, is this like blowing their mind being out here? Like,
I know, right?
Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed either. It means a lot to have.
it's all like, wait a minute, all this shit was out here this whole time?
I know, right?
This
Meridian,
is so cool.
what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should
Aren't
thank
you a
you.
little hot in those furs?
Well, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine.
Well, faithless. Well,
And you,
not your faith.
after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but
Oh.
I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Hey,
Don't be too hard
she's
on them.
pretty awesome. I bet that.
They only
aren't
joined
you?
this fight because the man did it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time.
God.
And we
Everybody
must fight
just
a metal
fucking
devil,
hot for
because
Aloy.
the goddess says. Or because you say.
Oh, dude.
I think
Dick,
the
look
goddess
at her.
and I are in
I
agreement.
know.
We're both glad you're here.
Self-made woman.
So am I.
I guess I can't talk to the other guys.
They're not important.
Who do we got over here?
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These cards are in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
Why isn't he hanging out
But
with his
there
mom?
are so many.
War Chief Sona.
It's like you're gonna turn around.
War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land.
Will they even take you
The
back?
wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
Again, it's like you guys realize you weren't here not because of you. They told you you couldn't. You know, it's almost like. it's not
Well,
even-
to be fair, now after Aloy came out of the mountain and everything, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna say shit.
But it's almost like, oh, I don't belong here. Well, it says the people who were lying to you all these years. You know what I mean?
know.
It's almost like, no, there's no reason you don't. Don't get me wrong. I like the cold northern weather more too. So if you want to step out of preference, that's cool. But don't be like, oh, I don't belong. It says who? The freaking old biddies. In case you ever
I
noticed, the
know.
Golden Girls weren't exactly being on the up and up with all of you guys. So.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering too, there probably won't be any more matriarchs, so they probably won't keep that going. So when they, because obviously they pick new ones, they kind of keep the line going. But once
Yeah.
they die, that's it. You know what I mean? So that
That's the
kind.
thing. I'm like, Aloy, theoretically, I'm hoping after all this.
Might be in charge. Well,
Well, not that. I hope she kind of does what she was saying she wants to do, where she, or what we were saying she should do.
Like, lead all the
children. She brings people into the,
Well, that might be the only reason why she assumes command.
Yeah.
Not to be, but basically she knows that, she doesn't want to attach to all right, I'll be in charge, and my first mandate, take all the kids, march them down there, go to school.
Yeah.
Basically, kind of realizing, like, that woman, like the war chief there, and anyone older, the generation, for better or for worse, kind of a lost cause.
Set in their ways.
Yeah, I mean, they probably won't stand in her way anymore, or anyone else's way, but they themselves are probably like, all right, if they want to go do that's fine, but we're going to, so fair enough. So basically their generation is going to have to kind of just die out.
Got turned around here.
But the younger generation, even Ayla's generation, who, I guess she was a teen, right? I thought she was, early 20s, but she's, 19?
Yeah, I think that's what we said
Yeah,
last time,
so
right?
basically these are all just, older teens. Them and anyone younger will now probably be that generation, and the matriarchs, they look old, so they probably won't even be around another decade.
It's a little weird that I'm just sleeping in Olin's place.
Yeah, he owes you.
Actually, I just realized.
We'll kind of be like, hey, King, I'm taking your room. Shit. Time me to cash in. So,
Actually, I'm gonna interrupt this whole thing and go find Olin's family. Because I'm sure he'll show up if I do that.
oh, yeah.
So...
Him and his 3 other friends. That'll, change the tide of war.
Hey, you know what? Everyone...
Not
deserves a
the
chance.
army of, birdmen that you have at your disposal. Nope, just those 4 guys. Watch them be the most badass things. They're just going down there wrecking everything. Oh, shit. No wonder there's only 4 of them.
Yeah, I don't...
They'll be like your 4 horsemen.
I guess I just kind of forgot about him.
Well, he was gone for a while,
Yeah.
story-wise. We haven't seen him since, mid-game, I'd say.
Yeah, when I decided to not kill him.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen him.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like this game, it has an overall plot, but it has almost 3 mini-plots that ultimately,
subplots.
yeah. The first one is her getting out of, the Norlands. The second one is learning about kind of, the Karja, Shadow Karja, all that kind of stuff. And then, the third part is,
where she came from. And...
Yeah, then the Eclipse. So, yeah, it's easy to kind of forget. Not really, well, not forget, but...
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because, again, and it's actually a credit to the story, because each of these little subplots are so interesting that you kind of get really involved in them.
Well, and they all intertwine one way or another.
Well, yeah,
so.
but you kind of forget about the one a little bit before because you're so invested in what's happening there and now. They're like, oh yeah, remember when that was
Well, and it's because the way they break it up in the menu, you've got main, side, and then errands.
See, if they weren't going to do this as a series, I would almost say do it as a series of 2 or 3, 3 movies.
Mm-hmm.
All these subplots are kind of like a 2-hour movie, so they're kind of like a 3-part thing.
But they all kind of interweave anyway.
Well, yeah, but
so
that's what I mean. So if you were going to do a film, whether it be a live action or CGI, kind of what we're going to talk about, film version of this game, I would say that's how you break it up. Break it up, basically the 3 acts. 3 acts into 2-hour movies, basically. And that would work, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Either a series, a mini-series format, or that.
Okay, let's go rescue his family real quick. Before we have the end game.
And I know, too, some people say, well, why does it need to be adopted into another format? What's wrong with video games? And there's nothing wrong with games, but it's such a great story that it'd be a shame that some people don't experience it because they're not into games.
I would love to see it as a movie anyway, just because it'd be cool.
Well, yeah, and again, it would be a different way. I think you need to look at it. Don't think of Horizon as a game. Think of it as a story. And there's different...
Olin's like, I've been here for a year, Aloy. No.
You're a woman of your word.
But you know what I mean? The story is what it is. These are just different mediums in which to kind of tell the story. So people were games, they play the game. Some people like to watch movies, they would watch the movie. Some people would read books, they'd read the book. You have the comic, you know what I mean?
Well, and again, obviously, you're going to get a lot more out of the game than you do the movie.
Well, yeah, but there's some people, regardless, they don't play games. So for them, it doesn't matter because that would mean nothing to them.
The farmstead just beyond these rocks. I'll take you. That's it.
I play some games, and I enjoy watching play these games, but realistically, if I didn't know through you and didn't hear about this through you, and I was presented with 2 ways of, experiencing the story, the game, this, or like that kind of mini-series movie kind of thing. I would more likely choose the movie because that's more up my alley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, even though the game, yes, you can do this and that, you can explore more. For me, I'd be more attracted right away instinctively to the movie.
Down behind this rock.
So if it's just a game, you might be kind of cutting certain people off who would really like the story, but wouldn't give it a chance, unfortunately, because it's, you know, quote-unquote, just a game.
It's almost over.
So I don't know. I think it's a story, because again, it deserves to be seen.
From what I've seen,
I mean, it's so good, it transcends any medium in which it's being told. You know what I mean?
Again, it's a lot like we were saying with like Uncharted.
Yeah.
It's very similar, where it's already a very cinematic game, but
again, it's a good story, so I mean, I think people deserve to experience those characters.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, well, for those of you guys who don't want to play the game, here's the movie, or here's a show, or here's the comic. You know, they all exist in tandem with one another. They all make up the same thing. It's just a different way to approach this story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way everyone gets to experience it in their way.
Kind of like, you know, people are always saying,
I don't doubt you could.
You know, oh, well, they finally make a good video game movie, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, games like this that are already so cinematic, that I think that, you know, obviously it's like, unless you really fuck it up.
Well, it's because they always kind of pick games too. Like, every time I say it's almost like they always kind of pick games I'm like, don't really necessarily lend themselves.
Yeah.
That I always feel they need to change a lot of shit. Like, why freaking change it?
I know.
Again, I've always said, like, RPGs, make RPG, because again, it's already a cinematic story. It's already, you know, I mean, it's... I know they did, what was it, the Assassin's Creed movie. Not to get off topic here. I mean, I didn't see it, but I watched you... I didn't see the movie.
Cool, you're in the way.
But I've watched you play, you know, some of the games, and it's like... Yes, there's a story and a plot and characters, but I feel that's more of a game that's more centered around gameplay.
Yeah.
The story is there kind of more or less to facilitate the visual and the game. And I'm not talking down about Assassin's Creed. That's fine. There's different kinds of games. And great, this game has really fun gameplay. But I feel the story, first and foremost, is the game. You know what I mean? You play this game first and foremost to know what's going on, what happened. I mean, the gameplay is fun. But even if the gameplay wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, I think you'd still be invested in it. That's why, like, old turn-based RPGs, people still go back and play them because they're really interesting stories. You're not that, you know, standing in place and just taking your turn to hit something is the most thrilling thing in the world to do. I mean, that's why, you know, Final Fantasy VII is still my favorite game. It's not the funnest game to play in terms of just playing it, but it's such a cool story and you love the characters. And that's a game where the story takes center stage.
For the time, you know, was kind of a, you know...
As good as it got, really.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but to this day, it still holds up for a lot of people. Why? Because it's a great story. But that's why you play that game. You play that game for the same reason why you crack open a really good book. You know what I mean? The story is, and you get invested in it. And again, and I'm not saying something like Assassin's Creed you don't, but obviously it's about...
He's stuck in the door.
But obviously it's a big part of it too, is that, you know, you're parkouring and all that kind of stuff, and, you know... I'm just saying, I feel that maybe for a successful video game movie, they should maybe pick games that are really more, first and foremost, about the story.
Yeah.
This has to be where they're
I mean, I don't know. I mean, that's not to say they couldn't have made a great Assassin's Creed movie. I just think, I mean, from what I heard, because again, I didn't see it, but from what I heard, they really changed the story, ironically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So again, that's the other thing too. Is like, well, then if you're gonna change everything about the story, then don't make an Assassin's Creed movie.
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point?
Seems a little odd.
Like, we're gonna make an Assassin's Creed movie. That's a great idea. What's the first thing we do? Change everything. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, maybe pick something that's much more story-driven first and foremost.
Yeah.
As your pick for a game, movie, or show, or series.
Come on.
I don't know.
I could have just blew the door up
Yeah.
anyway.
The irony is, the first great video game movie might end up being Rampage.
Right?
Even though the irony there is, too, they're changing everything. But no one really cares.
Oh, my wife, my child.
Why did you say that like that?
We might have been able to have a better take than that. My wife, my child.
I found
Did you lock
someone
him
who
up in
had
his
the
hair?
courage I hoped for in myself.
I love how they did the hair, the texture in his hair, his
It's
chest.
she who
Yeah.
Oh, it sounds like a weird...
No, it's really good.
Even on his arm, you can see it coming through like the tattoos.
Yeah.
I feel that's the kind of stuff they skip out some of the characters just because they don't want to have to like animate it. So everyone just has like wax bodies.
Hair
usually.
is always pretty tricky anyways,
Yeah.
but...
Dirt on my
But again, they took the time to detail to kind of...
Yeah.
Take your son up in those hands. Come back to the claim with us.
You should listen to your wife,
Oh,
Owen.
so I just saved you and
But
you're
he
not
is.
gonna help me fight?
And his demons.
I guess we'll see when we
I
go
am
back and sleep in
honor-bound
his
to help
house.
you, Aloy.
Unless he shows up after.
Yeah, he might.
Olin, whatever your debts, you don't owe them to me now. Go with your family. Show them you're a better man.
Farewell, Aloy. Your mother. I hope you
She's
find
dead!
Here's the thing. I kind of am my mom.
I know, right?
I mean, that's always one of those weird things people have term grappling with. If you're a clone, do you consider yourself...
What just happened? That turkey, like, ran into the gun and it just died.
See, guns are dangerous, folks.
It is the Deathbringer.
You know what I mean? Like, I think technically the way to describe it, if someone cloned you, they would kind of be considered your child, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had one other side quest that I had open from that healer thing. So let's do that, and then we'll do the end.
So I guess you would still technically be her mom. It's just usually the reason why you don't look exactly like your parents is because you're mixed with something else.
Yeah.
But if it's just you, well, technically it'd be like... Well, it's kind of like things that have asexual reproduction. Technically they're just cloning themselves, basically.
Yeah.
But it's still considered offspring. So I guess, yeah, technically a clone would still be considered offspring. I mean, I guess. It's closest thing. I think it's kind of people just settle on because realistically, in nature, you're not going to get a clone of yourself. So it's kind of like, well... Just kind of the same way if you were cloned at the same time and it was the same age as you, it would be considered like a sibling, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I think it's just age. If you're like a generation younger, you would be considered like a child, like your offspring. If you're like
They just go with whatever sound.
Yeah, you know, it's more socially accepted. And if they were cloned, the baby was cloned at the same time in the womb or something and grown separately, it would be like a twin.
Yeah.
Because I think they said, yeah, identical twins technically are considered clones.
I guess, yeah, that makes sense.
And they said, if identical twins, okay, they go off. So if you have like two boys and they're identical twins and they each get married. Yeah, and they get married and they have kids of their own. Their kids would actually not be considered cousins. They would be considered siblings. Because they're identical, therefore it would be like if they had, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're actually closer. So yeah, so technically identical twins, yeah, they wouldn't produce cousins. They would give them technically brothers and sisters. Because their uncle would be identical to their father, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I thought it was an interesting thing. So yeah, technically, yeah, she'd be her daughter. The things you learn.
Yeah. So basically, this was that quest we had started where they needed the medicine, and I went to the guy, and he said that he needed me to kill the Thunderjaw in order to get the medicine or something.
No, is that all?
Yep. So.
At this point, like, one Thunderjaw. Give me a challenge.
He's not even corrupted.
Well, technically, you could override him then, right?
Hey, and this is the last metal flower I need. I could override him.
Would that count as a win, or?
No, I still have to kill him.
Oh.
But that would give me a heads up to killing him.
Well, because that wouldn't like help out. Like for at least for a little bit, his guard would be down.
Yeah.
Actually, would he even still fight you if you?
No, basically you can hit him a couple times.
And they kind of snap out of it.
Yeah, the meter like runs out basically.
Well, still you can get a few freebies in.
Yeah. If I can sneak up on him, that's a problem. I don't know if there's any anywhere to hide to get to him. Here we go.
Ooh.
Like I seen in Jurassic Park.
By the way, kids, if you're gonna say, "Hey, don't move," he won't see you. Tyrannosaurus could see you just fine if you didn't move. And the way they explain it, it's very simple. If Tyrannosaurus Rex could only see things that move, they would have been running into trees and rocks all the time. It makes no sense. It's
yeah, whatever. Let's just do it.
And they could see up to like 4 miles away, so actually, no. They would see you before you saw them, and they could smell twice as far. So, yeah. Oh, this is such a scientifically informative episode. I take it you can't override him out.
No.
Damn. Feel bad for them. Probably they don't run from you at this point when they see you come in.
Right?
Oh shit, here comes that ginger. Get out! Run! She like strips you, then murders you. Especially what you're doing to him. You're ripping off all his clothes and then just, like, killing him.
I know.
Poor machines. Oh.
Rude. I still want to kill you. Down, boy. I know I haven't gotten the Shield Weaver armor yet. From what I hear, you get it after the end of the game, and it makes you basically invincible, but I'm kind of like, just being maxed out level-wise, like, unless you really fuck up, seems kind of like you don't need it.
I know.
Though to be fair, I guess today they just updated this and added the, new, like, hard plus, and, like, extra hard game modes or something, which also apparently, which is part of New Game Plus, and it also apparently adds, face paint options for Aloy. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Face paint is pretty cool.
Yeah. It just sucks it's kind of locked into the New Game Plus. I'm assuming, I don't know if you have to beat the New Game Plus or just start it.
Oh, it might be just kind of incentive to kind of have people go back and play more. So
It makes
it's
sense.
like,
I mean,
alright.
honestly, I'll probably do it, because I forgot, they also, from what I read, added a couple extra weapon and armor modification slots.
No, this is different from the expansion, right? The
Yeah, the expansion is the Frozen Wilds. It comes out at the end of the year, from what I've seen. And honestly, again, it just seems like it's more in preparation for it.
Yeah. Well, I'm wondering too if it helps you because it ups your level. Because I'm wondering if the areas are going to be more difficult. So they're probably getting it so people can get their levels up before that. So when they go into it, they don't just get completely massacred.
As
Maybe.
it is right now, I'm not gaining XP. But the level cap is still 50, but I guess in New Game Plus you still gain XP, but you don't gain levels, so I don't really get the point unless they're gonna, make it so the level cap's higher in the expansion, maybe.
It's probably going to be that. Well, it might be then you can kind of cash in your XP, and like that way you start off. You know what I mean? So basically, it kind of reconfigures it. So you're at 50, but you've earned this amount of XP beyond that. So now that would technically make you blah blah blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On my oath. But tell me,
I've got a sweet beard.
if this girl survives, what do you suppose
I
is
just
her
little
future?
jewelry things in it.
It's better than not having a future at all.
What a charming notion. Come, let's be quick about this. Kindness doesn't keep well in the heat.
Ain't that the truth, brother?
Brighter days are coming, friend.
Am I talking to you?
It's you. Hello again.
You
I've
seem very
brought someone
creepy.
to see your sister.
How did you... What did we do to deserve... No. Wait. I don't even want to ask. In case a shadow passes over and it's gone.
I like his weird, like,
Smart boy.
raggedy chef hat.
She'll have his full attention, won't she?
Once I'm freed of other distractions, yes.
Cool. Okay, and with that, I don't think there is anything
I
else.
was gonna say, I think you're caught up.
Yeah,
Tied all those loose ends.
that's all the loose ends. So with that, let's go back to Olin's house and I guess see if he's home. Otherwise, I guess it wasn't pointless. I meant to do it, but
Well, it's good for completion's sake. I
Yeah.
mean, you started it, you might as well finish it.
yeah.
Give the game an all-around sense of resolution.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see what new armor and weapons we'll get in the DLC.
I wonder if some of it'll have anything to do with, like, maybe beating this game. Like, the look of it, like, you might see some stuff.
Well, I mean, it's gonna all take place in, like, Banuk territory. The Banuk are, like, the snow dudes.
Yeah.
Way up in the mountains.
I would love to see her wearing some of the shadow cards and stuff, because I love kind of the black metal aesthetic.
Well, probably not, is.
I mean, not the whole thing, not the outfit itself, but like elements of it, like
I was
that.
gonna say, I don't know if they'll add like
that kind of
if they're gonna add
aesthetic.
just Banuk-inspired armor, or if they're gonna have a little bit of everything. I'd be curious to see that.
Because her whole look is, or the Norwich, yeah, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of kind of, you know what I mean? Like they take
Yeah.
things they find, put it together.
Scavenged.
Yeah, all their outfits look kind of unique. Whereas all these other cultures, they all kind of have more of a uniform look, you know what I mean? Whereas each person in the Nora has their own kind of, it falls within this overall style aesthetic, but each one is kind of individualized to them.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool if, because Aloy's been going around and meeting new people, experiencing different cultures, that maybe she still has that look of like different things put together randomly, but it'll be pulling from a larger pool of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of aesthetic, not just up in there in the Nora. And now she'll have like bits of armor from here, bits of armor from there, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that would be kind of cool to kind of show her that she's still Nora and that she mixes and matches, but she's more traveled in what she mixes and matches.
Yeah.
I think that'd be very kind of befitting of her cultural background, but her as an individual too.
Yeah. Okay, let's go crash at Owen's. Maybe he'll be here. Anybody home? No, I guess he's not home.
Yeah, anyway.
Even though I guess it'd be a little weird if he was home and I just kind of came in and was like, I'm gonna sleep here. And his wife and kid were just there, like, awkwardly looking at me. I like how it's like, no way back! Well, everything's done, so there's really nothing I need to prepare for. Ooh, that lighting went weird for a minute. She's like, shit, I'm tired.
I know, right? I'll lay my ass down.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
She was strong as fuck.
How
That is a
did
big
you
ass
last?
bed.
I know.
After you lost your family.
And you would still hog the whole thing.
Hey now.
I'd be right there on the side, nearly
Silence?
falling off, with one of the
Are you
cats sleeping on my hair, and I'd be like,
Silence? Are you eavesdropping
Guess I
on
shouldn't
me?
ask ghosts for advice.
Yay, all allies joined. So I did something right.
there you go.
Now, there are signs from the west.
Man, could you
Sun
fucking
King
wake
Avad
me a little
awaits you.
nicer?
I know,
Jesus
right?
Christ, don't need to jostle me. Fuck. I could have stabbed you in the face. Oh yeah, I'd say there's signs in the west.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
But it's not with smoke.
And what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
So that over there, that's not. Oh. Oh, so I guess I called that one
Is
wrong.
Michael Bay here? Shit.
Michael A just comes riding in on a thunder jaw. Action!
Jesus
Everything just blows up around him.
Damn. That's so epic, though.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
Yeah, I'm like, what are you guys just fucking standing around for?
By the sun, do as she says!
Jesus.
Sir, we're merely bird people.
All of you, be ready to fire!
All we can do is squawk and flap our wings in defense.
Jesus.
Caw, caw, caw! It's not working, sir.
Maybe if we poop on them.
Oh. Poop on this. Maybe go hack some machines?
Oh. Hey, look, it's our buddy. Look, I kind of saw his crotch. I'm uncomfortable by that.
You just slap him?
Yes. No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Give me a hand
Not
job.
this time.
This is America! Where are the fucking guns?
America, fuck yeah. I guess it's Meridian. Guns, yeah.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
Okay, dope.
Now the game turns to Call of Duty.
Why do you fight?
In the kingdom with an army, and yet it's still her.
Yep.
What the hell? Why do I not have like an army of like bird dudes and like bro armor guys behind me?
Oh. I guess I should pay a little more attention.
Oh, I thought it went into like a cutscene.
Nope, I just blew myself up a little bit.
Oh, did it bounce off the pillar?
Well, I kind of forgot those blaze canisters were there, so when I used the bomb, one was right next to me. And it blew up.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
How do I keep missing him? Not fine.
Are you supposed to be able to take him out right now?
Yeah. Oh, somebody else just blew him up for me.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Ow. Yeah, no shit.
Can't let him in close.
Let's get out of the fire.
Which we did not start.
Why do you fight?
See what I did there?
I do see that.
It was good. Another crap myself.
Dude, get the fuck off my ass. Holy shit. Dude, he is fucking tough. Holy shit.
Well, it's actually a boss fight, right?
I know. Oh my god, holy balls. Potion. Woo!
Need a healer.
I know, well these guys keep shooting me too.
Seriously, where is like anybody else?
Oh, let's run up here for a minute.
Accept it. Accept your weakness.
Stop being an asshole, Helix. Oh, why is that on fire still?
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
I'll blast you away?
Can't let him in close.
Oh my god, okay. I need to like...
I was gonna say, you need to kind of like...
I need to go up here.
Fascinating.
Oh yeah, give me your gun. Give me your gun. Come at me now, bro.
Is that him up there? The guy with the yellow... Oh no, where is
Holy balls, really? Really?
I mean, I know gameplay-wise, he's a boss fight, but story-wise, I'm kind of like, how does he take bullets? Like, is he like a T-800? You're gonna blow up half his skin against like the metal endoskeleton underneath.
Oh boy, there goes the bridge.
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Actually.
Okay, he's mostly dead, so...
You will die on nothing. A savage cannot understand destiny.
Yeah, start shooting.
Oh god, there's no bridge, I forgot! Ah!
Heal.
I should have made sure I had full potions, and I definitely
Well,
didn't.
it's basically like one more shot, he's down.
I know. You're not him.
Die beneath the sun.
Did you seriously just run out of ammo right at the last second?
I crafted more, but...
God, he's hardy. Look at that.
I know.
It's like inching his way down his life bars or whatever. Okay, one more's gotta do it. Come on. There we go.
Woo! That was terrible. Stab him! Stab him! Motherfucker, stab him! Throw him off the cliff, Sparta style.
I don't have time for this. Just say that none of this is meant to be.
I don't know. He killed Ross, so I kind of want him to feel pain, this asshole.
Yeah, but I know it says love, but I'm like, isn't it more like insulting to show that all of this was, you were fooled?
True.
None of this was meant to be Hughes. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
See, it's more insulting this way, Tim. It's like,
True.
You're not giving him a cool warrior's death. You're basically just saying you're a bitch ass.
That was so like... It's like a shiv. A giant shiv.
Yeah, I think this say was more just like... It was more of a, ironically enough, a fuck you, because it's like...
Man.
You're forcing him to realize that, he was just a joke in the end. He's not even the real boss fight.
Better have some good ass shit on you. Could be better. So that was terrible.
I mean, that wasn't the boss fight, right?
No. I gotta kill Hades.
I was gonna say, ultimately, it's Hades,
But
with or
his
without him.
dumbass was fucking hardy. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Is he gonna be harder than Hades was? Actually, I'm gonna switch my Terror Blaster off. I don't need that on for now. Collect the shield. Hopefully they have some potions. I didn't even think of looking to see if I had full potions before I did this. Granted, I'm sure they'll be pretty generous with them.
I hope so.
Okie doke. Let's bust open this door. Thank you. I just jump off and die.
Oh. Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you need me?
On the platform.
Wait, what? No. What's the weapon?
I was gonna say. Oh, I guess you can't aim. Oh, it's probably a close range weapon.
Oh, so why the hell?
Yeah, no, every time. You probably can't aim with it. Like, you gotta get right up on whatever.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. They're getting them. I don't think all of them are getting them. That's the problem. There you go. Now they are.
Gotta get to another platform.
Honestly, it's probably really good.
What's that? It said there's a way to replenish this, but I'm not sure how. It said there's piles.
Is it
I
those
thought
things?
it was this, but how do I replenish? Oh well.
Where's the other ones?
There's
Is
one
that-
here. I think that's it. Looks like it. Yeah, it won't let me go off here. Just like a watcher.
It went down pretty quick.
They're coming from the south.
Oh, let's go over here just in case. Pick it up.
What's that one? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Where,
gotta-
there it is.
Oh.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. Die.
Incoming. Gotta drop it in there.
Whoa!
Honestly, I would just kind of start spraying them around with like lower their life bar so the other guys can take it out faster.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Better move.
Couldn't really see him too well.
I know. That's why I'm aiming high.
At least they're hitting him too.
Yeah. Really, guys? Oh, you dumbass.
Was there more of them? That might have been it for now, anyway.
Pick up some shit. What's over there?
Oh, I see them moving, yeah.
Oh, he's dead. This guy is dead. I'll take a look.
Damn.
I hate that I can't leave this fucking circle. This is stupid.
At least they're helping you out.
No, they're not. They're all dead.
Oh, they're all dead?
I think so.
What about the guy right behind you?
That
Like
guy's
the...
alive still.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
Isn't there something right behind you?
Oh, are you kidding me? Fucking Flint Hawks, motherfucking bitches.
Why are you supposed to hit those things? Oh my god, it is.
Really?
Are you seriously on your own right now?
Oh, fuck me. I don't have any potions.
Get out of there.
Oh god, that's... Hey! There you go, buddy. Cookie.
We'll be all you can be.
Yeah.
Someone's hitting them. Yeah, no, they're still guys. They probably
I guess more came down.
I was gonna say, I think it's like they kind of replenished the rank, but there was a little bit of time there where you were in between. Honestly, let them take the little guys out. Focus on those big guys back there.
Hey! Oh, thank god. Potions. No, wrong button. Okay, go over. Jesus Christ, I'm
Well, the good thing about being so close here, you don't have to worry about really aiming.
Yeah, except for...
Damn. You give Rambo a hard on.
God, why?
Shot. I was gonna say, get out of there for a second, catch your breath, or whatever you gotta do.
Motherfucker.
Do you have no potions?
No. just 2 of them, that's why.
Well, take out one of them.
I'm dead. It's not gonna matter. Fucking A.
Yeah, what's the point of having an army if, like, you are the army?
I know. Me and maybe 2 other guys.
Yeah. Do you have to do that whole section again?
Probably.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm hoping it did it in waves for me. That'd be nice.
Well, they kind of do, but the problem is...
Nope.
Lower your arms, but be wary.
Well, at least some of it's already happened. Right?
Nope. Back to the beginning.
Well, how do you not have like 100 dudes there? Like you're at the gates of like that of like Meridian. So I'm kind of like, what are the rest of them doing right now?
Where's my
Heavy armor.
No, I'm gonna put the anti-fire one on. I'm gonna hope that counts. Okay, let's get this shit going.
Raise arms again. West.
Yeah, it'd be better if the AIs could. I think it lasts a little longer too.
Well, yeah.
Or for better fortune, you know where they're coming now. I would just start carpet bombing that area over there.
Again, I just hate that you can't, like, leave that. They should make it so you can just walk out with these. They shouldn't make it so you can't. Problem is, I can't focus on him because he ain't killing the ones down here.
What's the thing? What are they doing?
Jacking off, I guess.
I mean, I see them shooting it, but it doesn't look like their stuff is actually affect. Is their stuff more just for aesthetic? Like you see them?
No, I mean they do help somewhat.
Very
but
little,
mostly
though.
they're decoys, if anything.
Yeah, but I look at the health bar. Doesn't
Okay, so it didn't start all the way from the beginning. Or it did from box.
Already.
How many times can I miss?
Gotta get to another platform.
Another platform?
Gotta get to another one. At least you get one more shot, you get him. Well, at least those guys seem to be doing more of this time around. I wonder if the game kind of compensates for you that way. Like, oh, well, you didn't do so good last time, so we'll go ahead and do it this way. Honestly, that one down here is the worst. This little platform is like a grind. It gives you the best kind of like aim, but like everything gets to you first.
I'm gonna quickly put on my anti-thunder.
That was less than time to come out.
Come on, go down, go down.
Sucks to get so close too.
Pick it up, you bitch!
It's because it's all surrounded by here. Just run to another one. I mean, he's got one more hit. Hell, they might not even take him out. Honestly, what you should do if it gets something like that and they're that low, move to another one because again, they're low enough where somebody else will be able to take them out. Very good one.
It's taking a shot at me.
Taking a shot episode. Like that time that we fought that Thunderjaw.
Yeah.
Because then we had to re-record the episode, but it was that perfect, like, oh man, what do you have? And the irony is, he keeps getting closer in range.
I know.
Yeah. I'm sure there's gonna be more, but at least hopefully.
Oh, good.
Oh, thank God.
Except not, because there's 3.
Hey, where are all you guys?
I know.
Oh shit.
I know, right? Boom goes the bridge. Game over.
Oh, not bad.
Good thing I had this giant head padding on. I could have had a concussion. That's rough.
Dun, 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 dun,
That
dun,
lighting's
dun.
really cool.
I know.
What? Oh, is that Hades? They're tugging Hades in?
A little anticlimactic. 80s, just a big ball, like.
Big oozy ball of crap.
Aloy. Aloy.
Your armpit looks weird.
Aloy.
Head.
My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No, wounded, but alive mostly. The machines.
Well, that makes
blasted
sense
through them,
since, you know,
kept
they weren't
going.
fucking here.
I know.
Fire, dragging that thing with them.
Look at her hair's blowing.
I know.
Gotta go.
Woo! Holy balls.
When you find yourself in hell with no potions, like, oh.
Yeah.
Anything, you're having a bad day.
Okie doke. Let's make sure everything is all,
Copacetic.
Okay.
Is she like reading your trail or whatever it is?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping it would give me some potions and shit.
The Hades trail.
Jesus. Holy balls.
Well, like Meridian's like the biggest kingdom or biggest settlement, and it's like burning to the ground. I'm wondering if like all these different ones are gonna like join.
Ooh, those textures got a little weird.
They could always just take over the shadow cards, like, like
What
yeah.
do we got?
I wonder if they're all gonna form one big civilization.
The spire calls for you.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true sun, shadow demons.
Ooh.
Take the fight to the spire. Meridian will hold. Oh, my marks of honor.
Are you sure it'll hold? It's fucking gone.
Yeah, I'm like,
I think I almost missed this. But where you must go now. I can't.
Oh no, you're the one that wanted me to kill you. Aren't you glad I didn't murder you?
All this destruction can almost make you feel inadequate.
We fought, and then he's like, oh, I've been dishonored, or whatever, you should just kill me. And I'm like, nah, bitch, you're gonna live.
I like when they're like, where you go now, we can't. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure you can follow me. In fact, all of you, follow me.
I know, right?
In fact, all of you, get in front of me.
I was kind of hoping, again, why is there no, like, potions and shit? That's kind of surprising.
Wind must have torn down from the mountains.
Oh. That's definitely someone. I really like the deal. That would be pretty nice. Whee! Now it's like a hot spring. It's on fire. Sweet, I hope this. No, that's not a heal thing. Give me
Not a
some
heal thing.
heals. Give me heals.
Heals now, please. I require heals.
I need healing. I need healing. I need healing.
Waka waka.
I'm doing fucking Genji. What?
That
Some sort of machine. Fuck the machine though. I'm getting my heels on.
Yeah, let's rage against that machine. Ha! That's what I did.
Okay, at least my health bar's full for now. Oh god.
You know, at some point somewhere online, there's going to be an A&V of this with a Rage Against the Machine song playing.
I know, right? I'm sure it's already there, to be honest.
It's like a tech Eye of Sauron kind of thing.
I know, right?
Wi-Fi for everyone!
Shit. Fuck this kid. Thing. I feel like they should be pretty far underneath. But I guess not.
It's like Rita. It's like Rita Repulsa. Like,
I
make
know, right?
my monster grow!
He's like, what the fuck is this?
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh yeah, because it eats the organic biomass or whatever, biofuel, biomass conversion. That's the thing. Theoretically, it would take people too, right? Anything living.
Yeah, all life is extinguished essentially because it just absorbs it all. It's like a giant life succubus, basically.
Yeah.
Baron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Just me going up this lonely mountain.
Why not? It's been hard this whole fucking game.
I know.
Hey, say what you will about the Japanese games, but at least they give you a party.
I
At least
know.
it's a teamwork, group effort kind of thing. In the West, it's like one person can make a difference. In the East, it's like, yeah, but a team helps.
That was close.
Keep pushing.
Other people, you know, can help out too.
Wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
You know, Cloud might have taken out Sephiroth with the Omni Slash, but let's not forget Barrett, Tifa, and the gang got him there. So, I'm just saying there is something to be said for teamwork. We know when like everything hangs in the balance.
Hey, I see some boxes.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
I could use that hand
These thoughts
job
have
now.
fallen at the ridge.
So could I.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
Yes, not alone.
I can't ask you to come with me.
Yes,
Well, yeah, you can. Actually, the world is at stake. Ask everyone.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
Like,
Yes, look at my party members.
that's the thing. It's not like, oh, if you failed, you just... No, the whole world dies. They'll ask everyone and anyone. Start drafting kids if you need to. Like, hey, kid, can you aim straight? Here's a gun. Come with me.
I know, right? Come on.
Hell, get that kid with the ball. Hey, kid, how hard can you throw?
I know, right?
You can throw a ball, you can throw a gun. Or,
okay, I gotta climb
or a bomb.
thing. That's why they were like, the fuck you doing?
The fuck is this? The fuck is that? Ow.
I know. Are you guys coming? Or
You go on ahead. We'll just spawn up there when we get there.
seriously, where'd they go?
They're probably gonna spawn up there. Look how expensive this game is getting. Like, yeah, you know what? They'll just be there.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Oh, how nice. mushroom patties.
I wonder if they're gonna, those metal devils are gonna wake up.
Well, aren't these the metal devils?
No, I mean those
I
big.
mean, they're not the same ones.
Yeah, I mean the big ones embedded in the mountain.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder if that would be like his final form, basically. You have to fight those things.
That'd be pretty awesome.
But of course, you have to do it by yourself.
I know.
You have to go charging in with like an army of like Thunderjaws, and you have to keep leaping from one Thunderjaw to the next. Oh my god. I think I just figured out a great ending to this game.
Make sure to fly.
Well, I think it's hardy.
Maybe I should stay over here so they can still be decoys.
Oh,
Fuck. I had to be right next to that goddamn canister. Okay, I'm gonna hide from that. My last push.
Execute.
The Deathbringer! It's focusing on you! I can't back down now.
Duh.
Yeah, you got anything that packs more punch?
I'm gonna...
Like a Thunderjaw? Ultimately, you see how I want this to go down, right?
Let's grab some healies.
Just jump on Grimlock's back and let's go. This would be the part in Power Rangers where they're like, we need dinosaur power! No!
Oh gosh, I guess he doesn't really have stuff I can knock off.
You just gotta keep hammering away at him. God, you're doing no damage to him.
Well, that's because I have my component knocker off.
Oh, well. Knock off that and...
I know. Let me,
switch over to your Boom Boom Blaster firearm.
I'll put my, warbow back on. Honestly, I'll just try to freeze his ass.
Do anything?
Well, I gotta... Get in there. Stop blowing up my cover! That's not looking fast enough.
I was gonna say, you gotta just start dealing out damage at this point. Like, the longer this fight goes on, the worse it's gonna be for you guys. So I think you just gotta just start getting in there and kicking ass. There you go. A little bit.
Oh god, I've got a time limit.
Slow us down anymore.
Oh,
I have a time limit.
see that. That's what I'm saying. This is a battle of just like speed.
Execute.
That metal monstrosity's going for you.
Take more than you to stop me.
Yeah, I wish they would at least give you some of the big guns lying around.
Oh no.
So I was like, you fought them before. What makes this so different? But I'm like, oh yeah, there's like nothing special.
Problem is, like, I just can't fucking hit him. He just won't stop doing that shit. And I can't knock off those big guns, like, apparently. I know I totally could before.
He's down for a second. Well, you should be. Like, stop looking to do all these different things and just go for it. Hit,
Well, the problem is, I can't, like, get over here without getting hit. And
Well,
I
like
don't
right
have
now,
any way to heal.
take another. Well,
I guess I'll just get a game over.
you might have to at this point. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, this is like keep doing as much as you can. Unfortunately, I don't think this is a fight of strategy. I think this is just like, hey, shoot him more than he shoots you, and just hope for the best.
We're running out of time.
That was expected.
Well, at least now you know there's a time limit, so the next go around might be a little bit easier.
Well, not really.
Well, yeah, but before you weren't really focusing on causing damage right up front. So you were kind of wasting time, whereas now you know that. So it's like, okay, because once you started dishing out damage, okay, it started to kind of take hold a little bit, but it was kind of too little too late.
I doubt I have anything to make. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I'm stupid. Should have got some potions.
Always get potions. You know this in video games.
I know.
Hell, you could be going to like a swap meet and I would still get some potions.
I guess they won't let me skip the cutscene.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated.
Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, there we go. Skipped it. Maybe what I will do... First, maybe I should put a different...
Are you sure you shouldn't put your heavy armor on?
I don't have heavy armor.
Or, you know, the stuff with the most defense.
I'm guessing the one with the highest range attack defense. And then what was I gonna do? I don't know, I was just gonna do something, but I already... Oh, I was gonna put the ropecaster on so I could see if I can get him that. Or not the ropecaster, yeah, the chokecaster.
Did that work?
Okay, maybe it'll help somewhat. I walked into it.
He doesn't need to move too much, though. How much damage does it really cause? He just walked into one. I didn't seem to do much of anything. I still think you just got to keep just plowing away at him. Like,
I am.
I know your strategy is more like this, more covert, but I think you got to kind of take a page out of my book and this one just be like, just start wailing on him. I mean, I don't see what other choice you have. I think that's the nature of this fight. I'm just surprised it's not doing more damage than it is. Here you go. I hope it does in slow motion like that.
No. They almost dead. Hey, there's more potions in here. Oh, see, I have 10 left from the start. I just didn't notice it before until it was 1
Execute.
Yeah.
Aloy, that blasted heap wants your blood.
Okay, here it comes.
Oh. If I shock him again. I just wish he would actually, like, focus on them a little bit, too.
Again, he's really hard because the form almost like this. The amount of time they give you enough. Those guns don't come off.
They're supposed to, they just fucking aren't.
It's just that hard.
I'm running out of my class. Oh, hell no.
Yeah, how did I expect you to do this?
I wish I knew.
It's a little,
Run, bitch, run!
I mean, you are supposed to win this fight, right? I'm wondering if there's a thing where it's like, oh no, because I'm kind of like,
It's gonna last to a certain extent or something.
maybe, or like when the time, as long as you don't die before the time runs out, maybe like it cuts to a thing.
Problem is, I'm fucking running out of ammo and shit.
Well, that's my point. I'm kind of like, all right, guys, I get we're towards the end, but this seems a bit excessive.
And I'm fucking level capped out. I'm like, holy fuck.
Well, that and the people there aren't really doing anything. Like, I wish they were actually be more helpful. It's basically just on you.
Thanks for the support.
We'll see this through, Aloy.
Okay, well, I guess the only good thing about having the Ravager is it just dropped its beam.
I was gonna say, start using like their stuff. Honestly, maybe that's what you have to do.
I'm sure it is, but at this point, I'm going to check out the other Ravager.
There you go. Look at that. Better than what it was doing. So yeah, at the very least, if you could have gotten that like 3 minutes ago. He's just barely past the halfway point now.
Don't let them overrun us!
Over there. And there's a Ravager over there running in. He's almost dead at least. You can get one of them, take him out. Or you can. It's almost like you have to, you know what I mean?
Shit. I'm dying. I need some help.
Again, where is everyone?
Intensify aggression.
No, let's not do that. That was the wrong button.
Help me bring it down! We'll share this one!
Time enough to beat the mission.
Of course I have ammo.
Seriously, it's like... It's a little excessive now.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, I know it's the end of the game, they're trying to make it harder, but I'm kind of like, it just jumped in difficulty, like, really big, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel like it's a natural escalation, it just kind of feels like, hey...
We're life takers and machine breakers all!
Resting on the ground. Have like a weapon that dropped.
It wouldn't drop a weapon. The weapons have a little aim symbol.
Right now, you're doing enough damage to it. Run around and see if you can find something.
Execute.
Here's your chance for the big one! Take more than you to stop me!
I don't know. At this point,
I don't know. I think he's doing a pretty good job. The problem is they don't give you like a little bit of a break in between, like the. Again, I get it. It's a challenge. I'm just kind of like. So there's no weapons they dropped. And you're all.
I literally don't have anything else.
That's the problem. You're all out of the stuff that actually do damage. Get that gun one more time, you know what I mean? You run around, there's gotta be something, there's gotta be another one somewhere.
I think they dropped this shit so I can make pick the shit up, Aloy.
Can you craft more of the exploding?
I'm just gonna see how much I have time.
Almost out of time. We have to finish this now.
Seriously. Like. I just can't believe after all that, they only dropped one thing. Well, that was it. Even that should do more damage.
Yeah, fucking 50 damage. Move, bitch.
Execute.
The big one wants a duel!
Okay, here it comes. If we don't hurry, I won't have time to stop it.
It's not so much damage. It's like everything just inches you closer. It doesn't like you need something that just kind of has like boom. Like come on. Sucks. You're close. You know what I mean? But it's like not close enough. See, again, this is where like, okay, because again, I'm not the gamer here. It's times like this where I'm just kind of like, okay, I get it, guys. It's a challenge, but like, don't forget, it's still a video. I said this before too, in like the, what was the one with the kid, the big thing?
That's not.
The Last Guardian, where I was like, there were a few moments I'm like, I get it, it's supposed to challenge, but it's a video game. Don't lose sight of the game. Part of this where it's
I literally have no way to heal, so.
Well, you've got 9 seconds. I really don't think it matters at this point. Unless one of them pulls out a freaking rocket launcher, it's like, the fight's over. Yeah.
Transmission complete. Urban units reactivated. Entity has failed.
Oh. I was like, wait a minute, were you supposed to lose the fight then?
No.
Is he down by half?
We're running out of time.
It picks you up by like...
Yeah, except I still have no ammo. I guess it's nice to do that, but I'm kind of like, okay, at least they give me some stuff for ammo.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's the problem. Is like you don't have any. There's your ammo. Oh, they don't give you anything, right?
Well, they give you stuff to craft, but.
Well, take one of them out. Oh. Give you something. Yeah, and unless they give you weapons at this point, it's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
Aloy, they're going after you.
Problem is, I can't just ignore the other machines, but...
Well, again, if the other people would actually distract them, they're basically just there, like, as an aesthetic. They're not actually doing anything, you know what I mean? They're not actually contributing to this fight, which I'm just calling... I get it, it's not a party-based fight, but I'm like, if they're gonna be there, at least do something. Because right now, you shouldn't have to focus on these things. Because they're certainly not doing damage to the thing.
Now I wish I did have the fucking shield weaver armor. Like, holy shit. I take back what I said.
Again, it's too hard, you know what I mean?
Well, and part of me wonders if I'm screwed because it's starting me from the midpoint, you know?
That's some say you might have to load from a previous...
Let's see.
Because you kind of you're trapped in that endless kind of loop, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see what it says. If it decides to load. Yeah, it doesn't really say anything specific anyways. Yeah, it's not really telling me anything. Oh, man. You know what? I don't even care, guys. I'm putting on easy mode. Fuck this shit.
Watch it, Aloy. More machines.
Don't let them
Oh,
overrun
look,
us.
that makes my arrows do 1 point damage now. Again, if there's at least a way where it'd let you set up ahead of time, that'd be nice. You know what I mean?
Intensify aggression.
The fight's coming to you, Aloy. This one's persistent. All of you, take your shots.
All of you, actually help, please.
See, this would be the part where the blue would be so much better. You're like, oh no, the chips are down at the last minute. We get something to work. Oh, thank God.
We're with you. Nice shooting. Glory of the Lodge.
How's he looking down there?
I don't know. I got a healer else I'm dead anyway, so. Yeah, at this point, I don't even care if I have to put on easy mode just to win. This is retarded.
Are you winning right now?
Well, I'm just saying in general.
We put down the last corruption.
Doing better now, but still, like, time-wise, it's like, ugh. I always just run out of ammo too fast, I mean. you go center mass, you do more damage.
Can't let Hades slow us down
Even
anymore.
still, it's not enough. Like, damn, I just want to see that bar go down. You know what I mean? I hate it.
First get too close. Where's that corruptor at?
Execute.
Here's your chance for the big one.
Take more than you to stop me.
I don't know about that. I just don't understand why it doesn't do more damage.
Again, it's supposed to be a challenge. It's just like, it's getting to the point where it's like,
If I can't, like, do much damage even on easy mode, I'm just like, really, guys?
well, that's my point. Well, we've seen this in games before too, where they kind of like, they get overly ambitious.
Well, and that's the thing. This whole end fight is kind of a clusterfuck. It's not even, like, I feel like it could have just been designed better. At least if there's a way to consistently keep, like, because those medicinal fab bushes or whatever are supposed to just spawn even in the middle of battle, from what I understood.
Yeah, but that's a problem. Yeah, they're giving you something to heal you, but they're not actually giving you anything to do any damage. So basically, they're just keeping you alive until time runs out. It's like, yeah, you need to be able to fight back in the meantime, not just keep from dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, I've seen those lists, like the top 10 hardest video game villains of all time, and I'm like, is this a good thing? No one should be proud of this. Like, it's like, people, like, it just means you made your game too fucking hard at one point. Like, it's not. I don't know. I hate to complain because this game has been like a treat up until now, and I'm just kind of like, I just feel like. I feel like it feels like a cliche. I feel this is the part where, like.
Wait a minute, look how low his health is.
Yeah, but do you have anything to hit him with? Can
Well,
you
this
hit him?
seems to be working. I'm doing triple knocked arrows and hitting these. And it's taking like 400 or 500 damage out at a time.
Yeah, but the problem is you can't hit him.
I got you. Sure, putting on easy mode help, but I don't care at this point.
Do it, come on.
Out of me.
Of course. That's
okay, I got plenty to make more arrows.
do it fast because. Is he down?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god. No. Oh, okay.
It's down.
Oh.
Time to do what you
That was
came
terrible.
for, Aloy.
Okay, well, thank God for easy mode.
Hey, I don't care. People
I
say
don't
you're
even care
cheating.
either.
It's like, whatever, folks.
Like, that was retarded. Good for you if you could do it without.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I had full potions, I feel this would have gone a lot easier, but...
There's a difference between a Let's Play versus a walkthrough. A walkthrough is
Yep.
bragging rights. A Let's Play is like, hey, I'm just going to play this game if you want to watch. Just like...
I really don't think you guys want to see me do this.
Threat imminent.
I'm more than
Fucking eat shit. I'm gonna purge your ass all the way to fucking... hell. I guess your name's Hades, so it's good to go. Whoa. Into the void. Did I just enter the Matrix?
I know. Neo's gonna be there. Hello, welcome. I'm Neo.
What's that guy? Nope, that's Elizabeth.
Master Override armed. To activate state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Speak up.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
I just want to hear Hades go, no.
I know, right? Oh, Jesus, that was terrible.
So the machines would never do that again now, right? It's not that they would shut down. They no
Well,
longer.
with Hades gone, no.
They don't have that thing in them to ever do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for helping, bud.
I know, right?
He just stands there. All's well that ends well. So wait, that was the end boss fight?
Yep.
That was it, really?
Really? That was it, really? Okay.
Yeah, but I was waiting for something more like one of those big things in the mountains to come alive. I was like, really, the end boss fight was just one of those things that we fought before, just harder.
Corrupted.
Yeah, I'm like...
Hey, he changed armor. When did you have time for that, bud?
You kept saying those big-ass things in the mountain. I'm like, one of those coming alive would be pretty climactic.
Do you see her from over there? I did nothing.
Oh, this is sexual harassment in the workplace, sir.
Especially because you're shirtless.
So we have the whole army, and they're all the way over there. I guess they were fighting the other corrupted machines that were like invading the city. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think theoretically you could, if you didn't do their side quest, they wouldn't be there.
It'd be just you.
Not that they really helped, to be honest. So.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn.
Oh, she's listening
showed me the
to...
dead baby birds.
No, I
Because
know, I
there
was
were
trying to see the
nests
sign. It looked
in
like it
the
said
pine tree.
Sobek something.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care. And that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth,
Oh, gee, is that her?
being
Oh, it is.
smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not
It's not funny that the armor's empty. I wonder if that's gonna be like the ta-da.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
What's that? Like a locker, maybe? Oh, it's like the globe.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
So where is this?
Somewhere
I know.
out there.
I'm like... So when do I get my Oh, what's this?
I was gonna say the machines are still active, right?
Oh, it's just standing. That's the thing. Theoretically, it's like, wouldn't Gaia... Like, would Gaia be truly gone now?
Is she supposed to be gone, or is she back online,
Well, 'cause
technically?
she was overtaken by Hades, but that's the thing. I'm like, okay, but since we purged him, is she technically back, I wonder?
Unless it was maybe a situation where, like, they were, like, integrated. So, basically, if you take out one, you take out the other.
Also, I like how Silence didn't show up for the last battle. I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Really. The irony is, what's-his-face kind of got us... Well, no, I guess not, because they have all those learning machines down there.
Well, that's the thing. Silence was even saying before, with the technology that Gaia, these cauldrons and stuff have, if they're being used properly, they could recreate Gaia with all the, facilities.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He says he wants to kind of, give him a fresh start and, but not erasing our history is not what's going to do
you're
it.
talking about Ted Faro?
Yeah, it's the tech. I can understand if you said, let's shut down all the tech. I'm like, well, no, if anything, the history is what's going to teach people not to do it, because people will see what happened. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what happens when people forget? History repeats itself. So basically, you want to erase history, so what are human beings going to do? What they always do, unless they see an incentive not to do that. So if you showed them, hey, if you do this, look what happens.
But then again, people always think they know better. They'd be like, oh, but we won't make the same mistake.
Yeah, but they're less likely if they can see
Well,
a physical consequence to it. It's like, you want to teach someone not to do drugs. Do you give them the DARE program, or do you take them to an ER stretch in LA on a Saturday night and show them all the junkies coming in overdose? Like, hey, look at that. Want to do drugs, kids? Look at this person convulsing and bleeding and drooling
and scare them.
Well, that's my point. It's show them. People say, oh, but it'll scar them. Good.
That'll make sure they
that
don't
means
do
they
it.
don't want to do that because they're afraid. That fear is a defense mechanism. It's good to be afraid because it keeps you from them doing something stupid. If you have no fear of consequence, why not make the same mistake? Because you won't see it as a mistake. So I'm just saying it's kind of ironic because what he should have done is get rid of all the tech, but not the history. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he shouldn't have got rid of anything, but it would have made more. I guess his character. I was gonna say it's kind of ass backwards, but then again, his character was kind of ass backwards. I mean,
yeah.
It kind of showed you the flaw in his logic, which was because look at the Eclipse. They were what they were because of their ignorance. You know what I mean? Hades was able to kind of manipulate them because they were a bunch of superstitious savages. So all he had to do was be a big scary voice that's quoted a few lines of their scripture, and suddenly he's a god. It's that was easy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my point. That's all he did. It was look at me, I'm a disembodied voice. Hey, walk in the shadow of blah blah blah. Oh my god, you know scripture. You must be a god.
So I just looked it up. Apparently, I should have been able to find those other 2 power cells during the main quest. So I guess I missed them both times.
Huh.
So I could have had the Shield Weaver armor for the end game. I wonder if that's how most people do it.
I wonder.
Cause.
Yeah, that was really tough.
Yeah. That's weird though. I thought I read that you got it after the game was over, but...
Guess not.
Well, I guess they said end game, but I guess technically the last one you go to.
Again, it was a good game. It was a great game, actually.
It was great.
My biggest complaint, my only complaint, actually, this is the only complaint I have, is how hard that last boss fight was.
Oh,
and B, that it felt slightly anticlimactic in the sense that it's just a thing we've seen already.
Yeah, it would have been cooler if they made something a little bit more...
or the machines were combined, cool, because now you have Hades.
Transformer.
Well, now you have Hades himself there, not an extension of him, but it itself, and it's okay, it can physically alter the machines, they can combine, take on, you know what I mean, they do something different, or God forbid he just show us a new machine.
Well, it would have been cool if he was kind of inside of the machine.
Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. He would, join with one, or again, just do a thing where...
I mean, you'd think... Because it's kind of ironic they were just dragging him behind. You'd think they'd want him encased in something.
Well, yeah, that's why I was a little oh. Or have it be, again, a big Eye of Sauron thing where he's in there. Maybe the top of it's shooting lasers out or something. You have to keep firing at different points on the tower. I don't know,
well, they don't want to destroy the tower because that's what's
Yeah, I know.
keep the signal.
I don't know, it's just weird. It's just, I don't know. Again, I thought it'd be one of those big giant things in the mountains that come alive, you know what I mean? And because again, why have an army? Have the entire city firing, have this big thing coming over the mountainside.
Yeah.
And the whole, all the armies are joined together and they're all just firing at this giant, big robotic Cthulhu thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been cool. I know people say, oh, it's just kind of cliche, big and that, but I'm like, I guess, but it's fucking cool.
Yeah. Well, again, I do wish that's, I guess, my only, obviously besides their last fight being so hard, I had to put on easy mode.
I mean, in terms
now
of
I'm mad I didn't get the Shield Weaver armor. I hope it still lets me get it.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of the ancient machines, I think maybe those big thing you fought, they shouldn't have showed those throughout. Show the corruptors, you know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
But if that's going to be the last fight, maybe just have that be the first time we see one of those. Like, oh, look at that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think visually it would have been a lot more impressive and cooler to have one of the big ass, mountain machines. But realistically, it's like she's one person.
Yeah, but that's what I'm
How
saying.
would she fight it?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Utilize the whole army
Yeah.
now. Like now you've joined everyone together. Have the Nora, the Karja, everyone together fighting as one because they have to. Because here's this threat that is like, it doesn't care what your belief system is, what your affiliation is, and it's gonna literally take an army to bring it down. Basically, that kind of thing. And it would have kind of gone with the whole theme of unity. You know what I mean? Here's a threat that we need to work together, you know what I mean? Again, I know it sounds like it's a great game.
Oh yeah.
That's just
This is still definitely probably one of my favorite games.
I just thought it was a bit anticlimactic in terms of the visual for the end, and a little overwhelming in terms of the difficulty of the end.
Yeah.
But you know what? If the game has to kind of, and this is my opinion, folks. I'm not saying this is. Yep, it's a fact. It wasn't a good. No, that's just how I feel. If you guys thought this game was great, even right at the end. You know what? The only opinion ultimately that matters is your own, because when
Jesus Christ, if you were maxed out level wise,
but that's my point. Some people might think that's the greatest thing ever. That might be how you get off on it, where it's like to the point where it's almost impossible, and for you that might make the game like that is the greatest.
Well,
and
I
it's
guess
so great
my
for
mistake
you.
was I wasn't focusing on those guns because it didn't seem like they were gonna fall off. But I guess those technically are the only weak spots. So
Yeah.
I guess technically that's my fault too. But
Again, ultimately, what matters is if you had fun. I mean, there are films that I watch that flop and people don't like, and I enjoy them. Ultimately, you can't enjoy something through somebody else. You have to enjoy it. So, if everyone likes something and you don't like it, it doesn't make you suddenly like it, and vice versa. If nobody else likes it but you like it, well, them not liking it doesn't make you not like it all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
That's just our complaint, but like I said, I mean, if that's the only thing, and it's literally right at the very end of the game, the last bit of gameplay, basically, you do, well, damn, you know what I mean?
yeah. Again, even though I'm kind of not what's the point of going through the trouble of getting those guys to join you, because I wanted to do all the side quests and stuff anyways, but I'm I really feel like they should have done a little bit more.
Yeah, they did nothing. I guess it's more or less just to...
I guess they took care of the other machines, if anything, but I'm in terms of the corruptor, they really...
I think it gives you a sense of completion.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. This game puts story first and foremost. So from a story perspective, it's important that you did that, you know what I mean? And that's my point. It puts story before anything else, which is normally good. I just feel maybe gameplay should have maybe taken a little bit of precedence in that last fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Look, you're all there fighting as one. Gameplay wise, though, you're by yourself, basically.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but again, whatever. I mean, I think this is the first time we've ever. I think this is the first time we've ever complained in this game.
Yeah. Secret Agent Mark Thorny. Who's that?
He might have been like an advisor for the military stuff, maybe.
For amazing cosplayers and fan artists.
I love how they give props to that, and other studios, and they try to discourage it.
Gorilla babies, that's awesome. Man, that's a lot of babies. That's a lot of babies.
What is that supposed to be, Gorilla Baby? Is it a company?
No, I'm assuming... I guess I'm just going out on a limb, assuming that's people whose kids were born during the development of the game.
Oh, Gorilla Games.
Yeah, babies,
I was like, did they
babies?
mocap Gorilla Babies for something? I was like, what the hell are the Gorilla Babies in this game?
Oh, man.
Were they the people in your party at the end because they're just uncoordinated and useless to you ultimately? Is that the... Just have them kind of just flail around and do literally nothing. Oh, okay, Gorilla Babies, yeah.
It would have been cool if they were showing a new machine being made.
Like Game Plus, dun dun dun.
I'm gonna go ahead and skip the normal credits.
See if there's anything at the end.
Yeah, I'm hoping. Okay, there we go. Oh, don't touch that. Where's Aloy? Aloy, protect it. Don't let him touch it.
Well, but he can't come back, right?
I know.
He's... Oh. Really?
Guess not.
Seriously? Well, guess we're setting up for a sequel.
Oh, yeah.
But that's my
Hey,
thing.
Silence.
They overrid it, though, so how can he still be alive?
I don't know. Really,
Hello,
Silence?
friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss.
Yes, he made some sort
So
of
much you
fancy-
never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who
That's a
sent the
good
signal
point.
that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think?
Oh, I don't want Silence to be evil. Even though he is kind of serving his self-interest.
Oh,
shit, son! It was so big, I didn't realize what it was at first.
Okay, well, that explains why I didn't...
This is gonna sound so lame, but I just got chills.
I take back everything I just said. That's okay. If you're setting that up for the sequel, okay, that would...
Hell yeah.
Well, because, okay, well, what are you going to do for a sequel?
Yeah.
The frickin' giant Cthulhu god machines. Okay. It makes sense, though. The guy he was using earlier the whole time. He never... Why?
Well,
he never
and
wanted...
again, like, he didn't even divulge everything until the very end. And then I was like, really, dude? You're just...
And he didn't want... Yeah, because he didn't want to die, because he had plans. Like... Wow. Okay. Well, shit. Now I understand why we didn't have one of those as the final...
Yeah.
But maybe that's what the game, the DLC is going to be. She's showing her venture and maybe seeing other cultures. Because think about it. If you're going to have those big things wake up, maybe it's going to be a situation where, like, okay, well, we're going to need more people. Like, we're going to need, like, a force, a global force to kind of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or at least unite more of the continent.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, obviously, he just took Hades with his weird magic lantern. Or like
but I thought Hades was gone. Like,
I thought
there was nothing
that's
for
the
him to
thing,
take.
though. Silence might have made some sort of...
Like
Think about it. The Master Override was his creation. He probably made a backdoor program type thing.
Oh, like a backup, or like Hades, part of Hades downloaded as like
yeah. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of Earth Reborn. Just before the looming shadow, part of the final battle for Meridian. Keep all loot and experience to your successful playthrough.
Well.
Cool. That means I can go get my shield weaver armor since I apparently missed it because I'm stupid. But yeah, guys, we I'd say we'll see you next time, but I guess we won't be seeing you until the DLC comes out.
Yeah, so see you next time. Still,
yeah. I hope you enjoyed. Peace.
Peace.